through my work with Women Who Whine, and when I say work, I mean showing up to events and hearing presentations from our local nonprofit and charity organizations, I feel that I'm strongly in tune with their needs and the projects that they're working on. And so I wanted to highlight, I think, a missed opportunity that council had a couple weeks ago in their meeting, where there was an initiative put on by UBCM where cities were going to, I don't know if every city got it, but we were going to get $50,000 in free money. So this is not taxpayer money. This is from the larger organization of local government. So the earmark for that $50,000 was poverty awareness and reduction. And so what ended up happening was a proposal was put forward to hire a contract called Urban Matters for the full $50,000. I strongly disagree with that decision. I can name 5 organizations off the top of my head right now that are doing poverty reduction work that could have used an extra $10,000 to either add on to somebody's part-time contract that they're working, or it could have been one nonprofit that got the full $50,000 and worked, had a full-time employee for a year working on poverty reduction and awareness. I don't know why there weren't any questions asked about who this contract was. It sounds to me like it's a consulting firm outside of our community. So that concerns me, that we could have provided a good job to somebody here in Salmon Arm when affordability is a challenge for folks. And it concerns me the wages that are going to be spent. If this is a consulting firm in Vancouver and, they're being paid $30, $40 an hour where we could pay somebody $25 an hour, it doesn't seem like that $50,000 is going to go very far with a consulting firm versus putting it right back into our community. I also talked to Staff Sergeant West, and he's been asking for a media liaison specifically on this topic of, making sure that folks are aware and that we have a compassionate lens towards what's happening with people experiencing homelessness in our community. So it just seemed like a huge miss that it's money being given outside of our community. And it's also, there was no action item presented. So it was just, we're going to hire them and they'll give us a plan. We have no idea what that plan is. My gut feeling is that we're going to get a $50,000 30-second video highlighting the problem of poverty, when we all know that poverty is a problem in our city. Our teachers know it. Our service providers know it. And you don't have to look very far to know that this is a problem. So I would have much preferred to see money stay in our community and go towards something that was an action item. Whether it was the Period Promise campaign that I ran is a good example of that. It collects monetary funds as well as physical menstrual products to give to people living in poverty that can't afford those things, while also raising awareness. And so I'm just disappointed that there were no questions asked by the current council as to what the action item was and why there wasn't a exploration of using those funds to stay in our community.